Today we're going to be turning out all of the baby turkeys that we showed you about a little over 3 weeks ago. This is what we call their first day of freedom. So they're excited. They've already been pecking at the grass through the little areas that we've opened up in the back. For about 3 to 4 weeks, we usually don't take them out into full pasture until they're about 6 weeks old. This gives them an opportunity to acclimate, and we call that hardening off. They get used to the sun, come back in, kind of get used to being outside, a little rain drizzle here and there. We still continue to put them up at night just because that's what we do. Turkeys have a tendency to pile on top of each other, and especially when they're young like this, and they might get stuck in a corner or something, so they would not come around to come in the back door. So Elio stays very focused on them for the next few days just to make sure they get used to knowing what to do. So what we're going to do now, if you want to look inside, you can see they're a lot bigger, still very inquisitive, and they're talking to us. And this is our group of young females, and they will be ready for our holiday turkey folks, somewhere around the 2nd to 3rd week of November. If you want to come on through, I'll put it back. Turkeys love grass and everything outside. It may be a little warm for them, but I think they'll find their way out as soon as they get a chance to do it. Yep, there we go. First day of freedom. I feel that you'll get there we go. Yeah, it doesn't take them long to realize that this is their natural environment and this is where they want to be. That little pip of a noise is their way of telling the others that there's food here. This is good, and when they start making that in unison, you'll see them all begin to come out to do it. It's just Mother Nature's way of letting them know they found a good food source and that the survival of the group is dependent on finding all that good food. So that's a way for them to kind of communicate. So we have our most brave little girl here. Today's actually a really good day. It's a little bit overcast, so we're going in between hot sun and shade, so this gives them a chance. There's a nice breeze which kind of blows the heat away. Elio has prepared some feeders outside, so they kind of get used to knowing they can do that. What you can also see, we didn't really explain this in the beginning, we go ahead and install our netting. This is an electrified poultry netting. It will be charged with about hitting what we call around a 5 joule type of shock. So these little guys are today in for the shock of their life, so to speak. It takes them about a day to get used to not trying to reach through. I don't care how much forage we give them in their paddock, they're going to reach through to try to get what's outside it, because I guess that's just what they do. But hopefully after a day or two they will respect the fencing, and that's here for 2 reasons. Obviously to keep predators out and the birds inside, and hopefully they'll get the message very quickly. All right, so if you can see, this one is separated totally as the females. Then we have combined, basically these are just 2 males. Let's go ahead and open those up and get them out. You can already kind of see the difference in size. If you look at the males, they've got a little bit more of their strength. They're higher, they're taller. The breast on them is a little bit more rounded out than the little girls. So you can definitely see that. It's kind of like a traffic jam in the beginning because they don't realize there's a whole bunch of it out here. And they're also cautious. These creatures by nature know that their predators, natural predators, are in the air. And so instinctually they like to stay near cover and where they can get away from something very quickly.